I'm Spencer.
I'm Rosie.
This is the Itch Network, and we're here to review
Monster Hunter World.
This is for the Xbox 360.
Yeah. No
Right.
backwards compatibility.
Xbox One and the PS4, soon to be, later to be PC.
Yep.
All right, so Rosie, what is Monster Hunter, for those who don't know what that is?
So Monster Hunter is apparently the fifth official Monster Hunter in the series, hence why you are the fifth fleet. Each one of the fleets previous represents the old game. One of the old games, just like your old phone right there. And you are going out to hunt down an elder dragon that's been fucking up the economy, or not economy, been fucking up the nature.
Did they say that in the game?
Yeah. They're fucking up the economy.
You must destroy the Elder Dragon. Why? Because it's fucking up the economy.
We need that money. He just keeps taking all of it. No.
Because the taxes are too damn high, that's why.
Yeah, he's fucking up the environment, the bio-environment out there. And he's going somewhere, and they're trying to figure out exactly why. Well...
You just ask him?
Yeah, well, because they don't, but they ask him. Of course they can't ask him, but they ask each other, like, why is he doing this? Where is he going? And then, like, weirder things happen, like one of the pilot elder beasts, which in the game monsters are, is...
Spoiler alerts.
He's literally on the box. He's literally on the box. And he's riding
the dragon on the box with glasses, like a big typewriter, and just like, like creating rules and laws and stuff.
Yeah,
mess up the economy.
Yeah, he's just saying, this will show him $5 for an egg.
It's a metaphorical monster.
But,
not a real one.
But let's talk about gameplay.
It's like the Wolf on Wall Street. Yeah, what about the gameplay? So when I think of Monster Hunter, there's like a couple modes. There's the finding the monster, there's fighting the monster, and then what the hell you do with the crap that you find from that monster.
All right.
So the first one first.
So finding the monster, you have to find. So you go into there's like 4 or 5 sub areas, and you have to find tracks in order to find the monster. Obviously, you'll find tracks of other beasts, and the more you hunt the same beast over and over and over again, it becomes easier to find them and track them down. Once you track them down, they usually show up on your map, and then once you find them on the map, you go to kill them. Now, fighting the monster. Monsters have certain weaknesses. They're usually bigger. There are a few of the exceptional.
They're typically a little bigger than the people.
Yeah, they're all bigger except for one monster. There actually is a monster in there that's not bigger than most people. It's one of the more annoying ones, obviously, because
and like each monster has like different elements they're weak to and different like status effects.
Right. Elements, weaponry they're weak to, even parts, because you can break parts off their body. So typically, you want to knock out their parts because those parts, A, will give you material, and B, will stop one of their attacks or make one of their attacks weaker. So like say there's a winged beast, just in general. You can break their wings. And then once they start flying, like, fuck, like, this is way harder.
And he can't buy new wings.
Yeah.
Because of the dragon god.
The dragon god. He's preventing everyone from buying wings. That's why everyone wants them dead.
Yeah. The tariffs are too high. All right. So
there's 14 weapons in total. Just get that out.
What did you pick? What's your favorite?
Hammer. I love hammer.
Why is that?
Because it knocks monsters out. Like, you literally, if you hit the head enough, you will knock out monsters. So each weapon kind of has a specialization of what their essential role is in a fight. The hammer usually takes the head because you hit them in the head, like I said right now, you hit them in the head enough, you knock them out. Swords typically good for cutting.
Do you switch weapons in between fights? Like in the fight or?
No, so there's a hub area, which is like where you can do all your crafting, buying gear, upgrading gear, and you pick your weapons from there. Then once you're out, no, I'm lying. You would have to go back to a tent. So essentially, you have to go back to the beginning area to switch out your weapons.
So you can't switch mid-fight?
No, you can't. But there are some weapons that morph into have secondary functions that morph. So there's like the charge blade, which is a sword and shield, like swinging like a sword, but all of a sudden it switches into like a mighty big axe, like a super huge axe, and then you get more range and more power from it.
Well, speaking of all these weapons, speaking of crafting, could you describe what you do with all the stuff you get from these monsters?
Oh, well, you craft gear out of them. Oh, you craft weapons out of them. So it's maybe one of the more morbid things you think about when you play these games is that you kill these monsters and then eventually you just start wearing them, and they literally resemble the monster you kill. So
it's like a bunch of Ed Geins running around.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to wear your face.
Yeah, honestly, that's anytime I fight a monster straight off for the first time, I'm like, I can't wait to see what your gear looks like. It's like real.
I want to make a lampshade out of you.
Yeah, I want to just turn your body into some armor.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah, right. But
it's what we do now. I mean, we wear.
No, but I'll look at
in our world, we wear animals.
Well, when I look at a cow, I'm not like, oh man, I can't wait to wear you later. I'm like, I can't wait to eat you later in a delicious burger.
Fair enough. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's a small difference, but a difference nonetheless.
Yeah.
But that's essentially what you do with all the gear you get from killing and destroying monsters. You just go out.
You can make what you can make. You can make armor, weapons.
Certain smaller creatures that are not like hostile, you can make utility items like finding spider webs. Finding spider webs, you can make pitfall traps, which is another way of capturing and taming monsters. Or finding bugs out in the world where you can make potions. You can make potions, traps, bombs to kill monsters even more efficiently. A lot of this is just revolving around killing monsters. No one's doing any good. And let's see.
Yeah, who's manning the item?
That's what I'm thinking. Like as I'm like speaking, that's what I'm kind of stuttering now. I'm like, this is a really morbidly evil game.
Yeah. Seems like they don't have everyone's best interest in mind.
Right.
On Monster. What's the island called?
I don't know the name. Like I can't think of the name at the moment. It's escaping me.
Monster Hunter Isle.
Yeah, it's called Monster Hunter, the 5th edition, the Jurassic World. How about that?
Chris Pratt's in there?
Yeah, he's got like 3 engineers. They're T-Rexes.
T-Rexes, gotcha. Okay, so we've gone through the combat. What about the graphics and the sound?
Graphics are good. They're really good. One of those things where you look at it from like a faraway camera view. Looks good, runs well. You can either lock the resolution or the frames per second in the game.
On a regular PS4? Or PS4 Pro? That sounds like a Pro thing, but,
it may be a Pro.
Are you playing it on a Pro?
I'm not playing on a Pro. So
and you were able to?
Yeah.
Alright.
So
very cool. So it's kind of like a Monet, where it looks good from a distance when you get up close.
Yeah, it can look a little funky from time to time.
It's like Xenoblade.
Yeah, that one was the worst. But hey, it looked good as long as you were like in the sky.
Yeah. The Sky Tour.
Oh, the sound of the game is incredible. Like you can hear, it's almost like how we were talking about Persona 5 having one song.
Yeah.
And I can honestly listen to the battle music in that game over and over again.
You got to, right?
Right. Well, they do have some different sound pieces depending on which zone you're in.
Oh, okay.
So, but like each one of them have been rock solid. Like, and just when you hit creatures in that game, they have all these sound effects, and each one is rather unique. Even when they do similar effects like explosions in that world, there's a weapon called the switch axe, and like just skipping quotes, you can literally stick a monster and it will just keep charging into them and like revving up louder and louder and blowing up. That sound alone is so satisfying, let alone the damage you do.
Okay, so we've gone through all that. What are some pros and cons?
Pros. Tons of fun. You can play this game. You can play this game for like a long time. Biggest pro is that I put in 170 hours in the game. There's new players now. I was playing with Eric's buddy, and you can play this game with you can do like the first mission and still get something out of it. Because there's always progress no matter what you are doing in that game. Because you may need some of the lower level materials, or you could be farming, which requires you just to do missions. So then you can just simply do missions, low level missions, to just speed that up. Mm-hmm. Each weapon is very unique. Even from the pole axe or the axe, the lance and the gun lance, they're different. Even though they're in the same kind of shield and weapon category, each weapon feels unique. Big pro is you can fight the same monster over and over and over again. You will get a different experience every time, it seems like. Monsters would fight each other if you're in the same territory together. It's incredible. And
then you like the sound?
The sound is great. The sound is amazing. I love it.
All right, throw some cons at me.
That the locking system in that game is not good. So you can lock onto creatures, but I just been free cameraing it because the lock system will literally put your so you know how you can tilt your camera down to the ground and just get underneath your character?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're too close to the creature and they're above you and your character is below you, the camera, since it's third person, will go underneath you because that's where that's where the monster is relative to your guy. So a big flaw with that. Not to mention sometimes sometimes it'll auto lock to different creatures just in the area, even though you're not pushing the right thumbstick at all. Mm-hmm. So it was one of the biggest issues that I had. RNG. I will always con RNG to a certain degree, even though because you can kill creatures in that game, but as you're killing them and grabbing their gear, you can be killing the same monster for one piece of their material just because it wouldn't drop. So RNG can be an issue just depending on the circumstance.
Gotcha. Anyway, to get your recommendation.
Oh, hell yeah. $60 easily. You can play this solo. I would recommend playing with friends. It's just fun. And yeah, that's it. It's just fun to play by yourself and with buddies.
Excellent. Well, I'm Spencer.
And I'm Rosie.
This is the Itch Network. Thanks for watching.
Bye.